Namaskaram, my dear friends, I am back again. Exciting news! I am going to Philadelphia! And you are right, I am going to Ecstasy of Enlightenment with Sadhguruji. You know, it's so funny how it came to be because I was not intending on going to the program. However, all the talks about Ecstasy of Enlightenment, I have meditator friends that I've met from like way back when, and they kept asking me, are you going? Are you going? Are you going? And in the Orlando Center, Dear Akka keeps on reminding everyone and some sort of guilt tripping us to go to Ecstasy of Enlightenment. And you know, I was kind of like on track to attend Samyama first before attending EOE. But there was just so much talk, so much energy around it. All the group chats I have that's Isha related on WhatsApp is talking about it. So I'm like, oh, I need to go. So last minute, my dear friend Piotr from Poland gave me a 50% off code. I was able to buy round trip tickets for $100. I have a fellow meditator, Arti, and we met at BSP and we're sharing a space. So everything's lining up for me to be able to go to EOE. So yes, I'm very excited. But going back though, just going back a little bit, Sadhguru has shared stories about visiting prisoners in prisons where he has conducted programs for them. One time where he was at the prison in Coimbatore, I think it was in Coimbatore, he was talking about that he was allowed to stay there for 10 days to conduct programs. So he did Shambhavi with them, then Bhava Spandana, then Samyama, and there was like 3 days left. He had nothing else to do, so he had to do Ecstasy of Enlightenment with them. And I'm one of them where I tend to go in order in terms of attending programs, and Sadhguru has made comments about it that, oh, you guys are so organizational in your program attending process. So I'm one of them. And I really felt like Ecstasy of Enlightenment should come after Shunya, should be attended after, not Shunya, I mean should be attended after Samyama. Just because I think it was not part of the core. Of the core! But anyways, so Sadhguru also explained that he had created this program because there's just such demand, such mass demand for him to be able to conduct programs again, like us meditators wanting to see him in person, conducting programs, not just satsangs and darshans, but an actual program where we can all gather, soak up all his grace, and just be with him, sit with him, and be with Sadhguruji. So I justified attending Ecstasy of Enlightenment because the stars have aligned, which is not the most reasonable and logical way of explaining things. But more so, I think it's given in the title, Ecstasy of Enlightenment. To experience what it is to be enlightened. The ecstasy there is in enlightenment. And maybe attending Samyama, I know would probably be a very, very intense process. I'm not expecting to be enlightened right away. But Sadhguru has talked about this. You can't conceptualize, you can't really know it unless you experience it. So maybe this is it. Maybe this is where Ecstasy of Enlightenment is meant to be. To finish all the preparatory program, do Ecstasy of Enlightenment, to have a taste of what it feels like to be enlightened, and hopefully maybe attain that in Samyama. But anyways, yes, I'm going. Exciting! I just also want to share, I didn't realize Samyama preparation is so intense. I understand that there was a pre-Samyama meet that I have to attend, which I did, and an interview happened, I think, to check whether I've really completed all the programs and to like instill in my brain, indoctrinate me that I have to be really focused on my preparation. I have been preparing for Samyama ever since I knew there was Samyama, but of course it came in steps. So every time I attended a program, I practiced what I learned every single day. So the preparatory sadhana for Samyama, I've been doing every single day. I think the complete set, I finished yoga asanas in like 2023. So since I think May 2023, April 2023, I have been doing Samyama preparation in terms of doing sadhana every day for Samyama. And I guess that's not enough because it is recommended that I have to do Shakti Chalana Kriya and Shambhavi twice a day. Though the requirement is only once, but I feel like I could do that extra step. It's okay. I can fit it in my schedule. But the more challenging part of the preparation is the Sukha Kriya and sitting in Ardha Siddhasana for an hour and a half straight nonstop. Oh, and Sukha Kriya, by the way, is for 1 hour. Hopefully, one complete stretch. But they recommend 20 minutes 3 times, so that's like a total of 1 hour during Sandhya Kalas. So before the sunrise, before the sun sets, and noon, etc., etc. And I felt that was a little challenging because I have to balance work, my family, my chores at home, and managing the brain a little bit. Kind of takes time a little bit still, but some days are better than others. So I've been closing my door a lot more at work and doing more Sukha Kriya there. I have tried to figure out how to sit in Ardha Siddhasana at work while doing office work. I probably need a table as a sitting furniture because it's flat. Because what I did right now, I have a rolly chair. You know those regular office chairs where it had armrests? I had to look for one that didn't have armrests so I could actually sit in Ardha Siddhasana on my office chair. The recommendation is to sit on the floor straight for an hour and a half. But at work, that's my way around for it. I think I need to figure out a better way to have a better furniture to sit on. But for now, that's what I do. And I was thinking about removing my shoes, but I wear boots to work. We have to wear boots to work. And it's very, very bulky where I cannot put my heel, my left heel, close to my perineum, like close enough where I could do it comfortably without any shoes, without any boots. But it's hard when I have my boots on. So, what I did is, well, just push it in. But the chair is not like wide enough, so my right leg would like fall off the chair. So what I do is I use a cord to tie my right boot to my left boot so it does not fall. So somehow I'm in Ardha Siddhasana while working. I started that a while ago and I lasted for an hour and 15 minutes. Progress! I wanted an hour and 30, but it's okay. It was so weird, but maybe tomorrow I'll really try just removing my boots and just work continuously. I have to have everything on my desk so I could just reach everything that I need for work and not stand. Have my water, have all the office supplies that I need, have all the paperwork that I need to do, and just sit in my office chair for 1 hour and a half straight until I figure out a better chair. But for now, that works. And of course, the Sukha Kriya, I do 2 30-minute Sukha Kriyas. I'm not sure if that's good because I know the recommendation is 20 minutes 3 times during Sandhya Kalas. I need to actually ask that question. But right now I've been doing 2 30 minutes one. And yeah, it does the 1 hour requirement. So preparation going well. Well, I'm not sure if it's going well, but preparation is going. Aside from preparation, I know I've shared in my last video that I have found a center here in Orlando, and I really, really appreciate having a center. I used to envy my friend who's in LA because he goes to the center a lot to just volunteer, to go to their meets, and just be around like-minded people. And I really, really appreciate that support system, that it's just not me, because sometimes it can be isolating. At home, in my community, with my family, no one knows Sadhguru. So I really feel like I couldn't share anything. And, I go to Catholic church because my family goes there, and I would have these discussions and debates and, friendly arguments to, seek for truth, and I get good progress, but I could never really say Sadhguru's name because I could talk about what he's teaching and the immensity of his love and inclusiveness and just the practices itself without using the words yoga, without using the word sadhana, asanas, even Sadhguru's name. Because then I think if I use those names in a community like that, then it would be just walls. You know, it would just be walls. Whereas if I just talk about the teachings, the inclusiveness, the exercise, and the diet, then they're more open to it and are willing to talk about it and discover and figure out new things with what I could share. So it's very interesting. That's why having a center, being part of the center, is actually really refreshing. That hey, I'm not alone in this. Sadhguru's minions is everywhere. And I get to attend satsangs, which I realize is so different attending in a center or, you know, the ashram than just listening to Sadhguru satsang at home. The vibe is just so different. Because even in the center that we have, it's smaller to any centers that I've been to, because I've only really been to the one in LA, and of course I've been to the ashram. The center we have in Orlando is kind of small, but so much preparation is put into it. The laying of the carpet, the ambience, the setting up, Sadhguru's dais, Sadhguru's chair with his picture in it, with the lamp, and the clearing of the air, refreshing the air with incense, just brings such a different vibe that's so conducive, where I sat there amongst everyone and, you know, it felt like I was really in the ashram. Tears were just rolling, I don't know why, but I really felt like an extension of the ashram. And it was wonderful. I'm so happy, I'm so blessed to be able to find the center with such beautiful people. So yes, that's just a quick update in my life, you guys. For those of you who are attending Ecstasy of Enlightenment in Philadelphia, I will see you all there. It's going to be exciting. Thank you very much for everyone who helped me register, allowed me to share accommodations, allowed me to not pay full price. And just the willingness and the involvement in everyone's actions is just, you know, the essence of humanity. And it's in all of us. The essence of being divine is in all of us. So yes, I continue to prep for Samyama. And may we all, no matter where we are in our process, may we all move forward to be closer to the divine. That is Sadhguruji. Namaskaram. So yes, you guys hear the sirens. I'm in an okay neighborhood, hence you hear that. No, just kidding. That's actually rare. But I am indeed in an okay neighborhood. Everyone's great though. So yes, until next time. Bye. Mwah.